everyone. Welcome to Angels in Action. Little Jackie is here to greet you all today. You can see she wanted me on the couch next to her. I'm here on the chair. She's got her little bed next to me, and she just wants some loving. So she's here to greet you guys today. The kittens have already scratched a hole in my shirt, so we're off to a great start. Anyway, welcome everyone. This is Larkin from Cincinnati, Ohio, coming at you here from the United States, saying hello. We are here today for Angels in Action. And so today we focus on healing, wisdom, and guidance from your spirit teams as we do on Wednesday and Friday. But we focus specifically on the angels. And I love to start out Monday's program by having a little prayer and thank you for the angels. Because they have such a higher vibrational frequency, and gratitude is so important. And it's such a wonderful, powerful way for you guys to really engage with them, is to start out with really feeling this gratitude. And I'm holding space for all of you with the angels and your spirit teams today. But this is a great way for all of you collectively to support each other and also enhance the power of holding that space. So we're going to start out with some lavender incense today. As those of you know who listen to me often, you know I like to support everyone and guide you all into creating an ambiance and really setting the mindset for your sacred time with spirit. This doesn't have to be when you're with me or doing any other readings or programs, but setting aside the time, setting the human intention is so, so important. And, you know, like I've said the past few weeks, put a sign on your door, you know, wherever you are, that says sacred hour with spirit, do not disturb. Now I'm breaking that rule because I've got my dad I'm helping take care of, and he often needs things before or in the middle of a broadcast. But really, guys, unless it's absolutely necessary, you know, leave your emotional and mental garbage at the door and just tell yourself for 1 hour, you're just going to come and be open to receiving. Let your nervous system calm down. Slow your brain waves and alter your senses a little, not with drugs or alcohol, but with, you know, like candles or incense, bird sounds, or music without words, or wind chimes. Whatever you can for yourself to set the ambiance. I have 3 drinks with me today. I always recommend you guys have 1 or 2 non-alcoholic drinks and a notebook and pen. I've been coaching mindset and manifesting relationships and transformation for over 16 years. And notebook and pen, even if it's readings, guys, because your spirit teams, guess what? At least in my readings, they send you off with practical guidance and wisdom. Jackie's looking at me. Practical guidance and wisdom. The days of sitting passively and listening to a reading and just getting the answers you think you want are long over. That's not what spirit wants. That's not what the universe wants. It's not what your higher self wants. It's definitely not what your spirit teams want or your loved ones, but you're a part of your spirit team. Okay, so we need to evolve, get past our ego that wants to sit there and do nothing and be told what to do, and accept responsibility for the fact that we are here. Here's my Ganeshi today. We are here in physical form right now. No real physical, but we're here in physical form right now as the physical part of our spirit team. And so it is our job to partake in this. Your loved ones, your spirit teams, they come with you to these readings. And, you know, I'm going to go wherever spirit guides me today, as usual. Hopefully that's what most readers do. Spirit may not guide me to read for you today, but you know what? Your spirit team, spirit knows who is here, who is going to be here. They know who's going to hear the replay. And the truth is that oftentimes I have found people are not called on, or they're not called on first, because sometimes they're less resistant and more open to hearing things, or they hear something at just the right time that's actually in a reading for somebody else. So be open. You know, if I'm reading for somebody else and someone else gets called on, don't be like, oh man, I never get called on. She never calls on me. Does she see me? And just keep bugging me for a reading. Listen to what's coming through, because Spirit's always delivering messages for more of you in a reading than just the person I've called on. And you don't want to miss that. You don't want to miss it. That might be the thing that pushes you to what you hear so that you get called on. Okay? So I'm just saying, I've been on both sides of the fence, guys, and let me tell you, as an intuitive psychic medium, lifelong, like every psychic event I've ever gone to, I never get called on. Never, never. And I never get called on, probably because I have the connection and I already know. Doesn't mean I don't want it. It doesn't mean I don't want to hear my loved one or my guides come through from somebody else. But unless I've set like a private appointment with somebody, I mean, I've gone to famous mediums and psychics before with other like famous and well-known psychic mediums that I'm friends with, and we just don't get called on. And my friends are always like, "Oh, I hope we get called on." It's like, we usually aren't. So just keep in mind, Spirit knows where they need to go. And if you are not called on me by me today, do not be disgruntled. Okay, it just might mean maybe it's someone else that's supposed to read for you at a different time. Veronica has the best readers on here ever. If you don't get a reading from me today, like I said, I make my way through all my lives. So if you haven't had a reply from me yet on one of my lives, I'll get there. I go back and I reply to people that I haven't gotten to read for. I just have a lot of platforms to do it on. Okay, so you guys may only see 2 or 3 people on whatever platform you're on, but I have like 10 platforms I have to cover and respond to people. Okay, all right, so don't forget, I'm tasking you all with something today. Okay, please make sure, because I have want to draw a card for everybody today. Today we focus on angels, so I want to draw an angel card for you guys. Please remind me before we get off to not leave without giving you your angel card, your general angel card reading today, okay? All right, so we're going to just start out by thanking the angels, opening up that gratitude so we're all open to receiving, lowering our heart rate and our nervous systems and our vibrational frequency enough that the angels are really invited in because they're such high frequency, and we're going to thank them, right? The angels are spirit teams. They can only help us when we ask. So let's go ahead and ask and thank them, okay? All right, so go ahead and close your eyes. Let's make an energetic circle. So energetically, we're going to be holding hands and connecting our energies around. We're going to breathe out and get in a really peaceful, relaxed, thankful place. And we're going to say, thank you, angels, all of the angelic realm. Thank you, guardian angels. Thank you, angels of all realms and levels, for loving and supporting us. Thank you for, as I remind you guys each week, for the number one thing you do for us, which is protect our God-given free will. The ability to choose what's going to hurt us, what's going to make us happy, what's going to allow us to learn, but it's freedom. Thank you for guarding and protecting our ultimate freedom, which is our free will. Thank you for coming when we call and always keeping a watchful eye over us. Thank you for helping us on so many levels, mental, emotional, spiritual, physical. Thank you for loving us unconditionally and being there eternally for us. Thank you for being on call 24/7 for our entire lives, so that when we ask, and make no mistake, my friends, you must ask for help. They're not allowed to interfere. You must ask. Thank you for being on call, so the moment we ask, you are there. Thank you for always delivering, whether we recognize and are aware of it or not. And thank you for your eternal love and loyalty to us, always lifting us up to a higher and higher vibrational frequency, love, abundance, and joy. And thank you, angels, for being here present with us today. No matter what we do, no matter how we think, you're always here for us. Thank you so much. Just take a moment, guys, and feel that gratitude and feel that love. I can feel the angels more and more strongly as we all collectively give this gratitude. And if you are watching on the rebroadcast, guys, that's okay. That counts. You're still a part of that circle because angels are outside of space and time. Okay? All right, let's see who's on here today. Thank you guys also when you say hello for just saying hi to everybody before you ask for a reading. It really helps your vibrational frequency of receiving, although that's not why you should be doing it, but it's true. Let us know where you're listening from, okay? Rosalind, welcome. Chris, hello. Oh, yes, gratitude. Michelle Graham, you're welcome. Oh, I love it. You guys are saying thank you, angels. Thank you. Guys, I'm going to do a special. We'll do one of the reasons it's great for you to join my school is because there's all sorts of free events that I do through school. And I'll put that down here in the comments. The first 200 people get to join my school for free. So if you have not joined school yet, it tells you when I am live. It tells you all my events. You're allowed to chat. You can comment. You can message me. And it tells you what's going on. And since I'm a psychic medium and a mindset and transformational coach, you can get all sorts of help and help feeling unstuck, okay? Hey, Michelle. Hey, Angie. I love it. Tracy B., welcome. Let's see. Ravish Child, Chowder Pell. That's a long name. What a cool name. What would you like me to call you? Ravit. Michelle, welcome. Rosalind, Chris, Angie Thompson. I love the gratitude, guys. Guys, gratitude will get you everywhere. And, oh yes, Michelle, you're in Florida. Oh, bring me with you, girl. Kawizi, welcome. Let's see. Let me start you, buddy. Guys, I want to. Oh, you've joined Angie. I know. It's so great to see you on there. Geraldine, welcome. Let's see here. Great, Chris. I put the link in the comments for you, okay? I only want people there who are going to be there, but there's so much going on that serves the whole you. Let's see. Yes, gratitude to our ancestors and angels. Yes. Louise, I'm glad she'll be going home. So guys, yeah, we're going to do one of the events I'm going to do is on angels. One of them is going to be Ravi. Okay, thank you so much, Ravi. And oh, thank you, Chris. Gratitude to you guys for being here. I love how you guys share with each other. All that sharing you guys can also do on school. Because on school, you guys can speak with each other and chat and communicate together. And then I can participate and assist, okay? It's just a great way to be connected with like-minded people. So we're going to do an event on gratitude as well. Guys, I'm starring everybody here so I can go back and start readings. But one of the things that's important, Maria, great to see you. One of the things that's really important. I've got you started, honey. Let's see. So one of the things, guys, that is so important is that with gratitude, what I find is like my students and clients, I find that the hump they have to get over, one of them, is that they will try so hard. Like they'll apply gratitude, but until it's like a sure thing habit, I find that they get bored or they forget because gratitude is I want to say it's so easy. It is so easy. But like for some people, it's not a habit, right? So they'll try real hard and then they're sort of forgetting to get distracted. Or it's just such an easy thing to just say and feel gratitude no matter what. For some people, it's very hard, right? They try to just think of a long list of things and then they create resistance because they're working too hard. But if you just learn to make it a habit, and maybe it's easiest to do like with your spirit teams and your angels and spirit guides and loved ones, because there's always something you have to be grateful for there, right? That might be an easy way for you all to start. The key with gratitude is consistency. It builds on itself. So if you try it for a day or two or a week and you're like, it's not working, but you're doing it as a means to an end, and this is an angel message for you guys today, okay? Before I get into readings, because how you get a response from angels anyway is by asking. And the gratitude opens you up to receiving. I mean, gratitude is the key to abundance. And I don't just mean money. I mean whatever. Maybe it's going to get you out of a bad relationship and to something better, but gratitude will always get you to something better. If you can just not think about all the other noise in your head and just focus on the gratitude, no matter what is happening, keep your eye on the prize. And the prize is gratitude. Because then what the universe gives you is, excuse me, far more than what you can even imagine. Like, you'll get better than what you imagine if you can keep your focus on the gratitude. And this is something the angels help to teach us, okay? While protecting our free will. Things are not as they seem in this world, guys. So it's very important we learn to follow these principles, okay? All right. Let's see here. And Maria, I also want to share with you, since you're on here, I would, if you are a member of my school, I would join me on Friday for Calm and Easy at 1 p.m. EDT, which is 6 p.m. British Standard Time. It's Calm and Easy Coffee with Larkin, Maria, and we talk about, it's for women, and we talk about being in relationships with men. And we talk about what to do and what not to do, not to please them, but to step into your power so that you can find and keep strong, healthy, happy relationships with men who adore you, okay? And this is something that took me a long time to learn, and it's very important that women know how to do this, both for women's sake and for men, okay? And I think that would probably do you good. You can ask questions. It's super fun. And here, I'll put this on here. If you guys can see this in school, I'll just copy it for you, Maria, and I'll put it in here. Okay, I'll just put it in here. Here's my school link, guys. And then I'm going to put that in. I'm going to see if it comes up for you. But Maria, I think this would be very good for you. You remind me a lot of myself, like 20 years ago, with all this relationship stuff. So there, I'm going to send that to you there, okay? I'm going to tell you what I see going on, and you can let me know if I'm right or wrong as time goes on, okay, Maria? You can let me know if I'm right or wrong. Here's what I'm seeing, Maria, okay? And again, I know, Maria, I'm very, very, very blatant with you because I've been coaching women in relationships a long time, and I'm very blatant about these answers to these questions just because of the experience I've had and how long that I've coached this. Okay. First of all, I understand your question, and I thought I put it up here. There we go. Will Flip come back ever? He moved to Croatia, and I'm in Norway. Okay. Here's the thing. With this relationship, you are going to have to be very careful, and I don't want to hear, oh, I'm not doing that, oh, I'm not going to do that, don't worry, I know. You don't even need to bother typing any of that, okay? I'm just telling you what I see and what I'm being told to show you to watch out for, okay? First of all, if you are waiting, and I'm not saying that you are, but even in the question, that insinuates an interest and a hope that maybe he will try to come back. Here's the thing. If there was a reason enough for him to not have moved away from you, okay? In other words, if he was like, you're the one, I can't leave her, she's either coming with me or I'm staying, or we're going to make a pact because I have to go back and we're going to work this out because this is a woman for me, you would know already. Okay? I know I never give you the answers you want. Maria, I want to give you such a big hug because I feel like I'm always such a bitch to you, to be honest. because I feel like I have to be very straightforward with these things. And I'm talking to your angels and I'm talking to your spirit guides and I'm doing a psychic reading at the same time. And I do not see that. Now, if let's say you're in a situation where you have a brand new relationship with someone and everything was already set up and they were already going to have to go somewhere and you were the woman for them, they would work something out prior to leaving, a plan to make sure they were back. Okay? But if you have if you have a man that is moving away and he has not already put a ring on your finger and have a plan for you to move there or him to stay here, I would not even ask the question, will he ever try to come back? Because if the answer was yes, okay, now I'm not going to say there aren't exceptions. If somehow it was a legal thing and there was a visa status thing and it just didn't seem possible, then that's a whole nother situation. But again, he would, even if that is the case, he'd have to be pretty sure that nothing's going to stand in my way type of sure for me to be like, yeah, he's going to come back. Okay? Now, what you need to do for your energy, what is going to absolutely magnetize the right men and make you absolutely irresistible, is if your focus, and I hate to say this to women, I feel like it sounds like a very self-centered thing to say, needs to be on you, because men can feel when your attention is on them. And when your attention is on a man, you are never going to be the one. I'm just telling you. You should come on Fridays. You will never be the one. Because one of the things that attracts the male energy, this is not a playing games thing. This is not a play hard to get thing. I don't believe in any of that. This is a natural energetic thing. Okay? If you are focusing and wondering these types of things, they can feel it. If your attention is very nonchalant and unbothered and it really doesn't matter who comes and goes because you're focused on you and your life and you know that you're going to be attracting exactly what you need into your life, and your standards are that you're only even interested in a man who would not put that much distance between the two of you because he is fully into you, then that is going to attract high quality partners. They can feel it. It's what's attractive. Okay? And it gives the, it's like for all of you, don't you all want someone that has their own life and is happy on their own? There is even if you guys think you're not needy and clingy, when women are focused enough on a guy that they're wondering, oh, when is he going to come back? Or, will this and that happen? Or, do you think he's ever going to, like I used to say, you think he's ever going to, be interested in me and come back in me and maybe realize, how good we are together? No, none of that. None of that thinking. That thinking makes you the girl that's never the girl. No matter how beautiful, how smart, how sexy, how talented, even no matter how much money you make, unless you're just being used. Okay? And so if a woman is wondering that, she's probably being used or she's the space holder. Okay? And you don't want to be the space holder. So I would say, first of all, no to your question. And second of all, get yourself to a point where you don't even ask that question. Because if you're the one, he'd be surprising you coming back on your doorstep because he can't stay away. Because you're happy focused on your own life, which is absolutely and utterly irresistible. Okay? Billy, please don't. All right. Let's see. I'm going to scroll down here. I'd love to be in Norway, Maria. I would love to be in Norway. Let's see. Yes, Michelle, we are asking questions or doing mediumship, whatever you want. Our readings as usual, okay? Absolutely. You can always ask questions. I love questions. All right. Sorry, Maria. I'm sure you have something to say. I'm trying to scroll back down here, honey. All right. All right, here. Let's do this. I'm still scrolling down, Maria. Oh, I love you guys are sending healing to each other. Rita, hello. You're welcome, Angie. Thank you for being here. All right. Tracy, good to see ya. Yes, ask and you shall receive. Thanks for saying hi to everyone. Margot, I love that name. Yes, like gratitude be the attitude. I love it, Chris. All right. Maria, I'm sure you responded. I don't see a response from you. I'm going to keep looking, okay? Blackpool, Angie. Yay! Hi from the UK, Mandy. All right, Kawezi, I need a message from Dad and Grandma. My mom has cancer. Will she be okay? Oh, I see. Okay. All right, let me scroll down here. Well, of course, the answer to will she be okay is, of course, yes, no matter what happens, right? And you... guys, if you're on here, Anuj, please be specific, okay? All right. You're the only one in your chat? Oh, Michelle, really? Yeah, there's several YouTubes and several Facebooks. There's Instagrams and things that are not mine, that are Veronica's. So there's several different platforms that we're on here. So you got yours to yourself, huh? Okay. All right. So Kawezi, I'm tuning in here about stuff. Okay. Hi, Kellyanne. Let's see here. Whoops. I'm, let's see. All right, I got you started, Tracy and Kellyanne. Okay, so Kawezi, thank you, Michelle. I did miss your question. Please copy and paste. I got you started, Carrie. So I'm having a side conversation, Kawezi, with your dad and your grandma. Hey, Crystal Roberts. Here's the thing they're telling me right now, Kawezi. And I find that sometimes Spirit Kawezi will give us guidance about things and about the people that we know and we love, but they won't necessarily give us the outcome. Now, maybe you can get another reader to give you the end-all outcome. There are reasons, Kawezi, why we are not always meant to know the outcomes of these things. There's lots of reasons. It can change our decisions. It can change our attitudes in the meantime. It can change how and what we do things. And unfortunately, And then I'm going to tell you other things. Okay. There's the right time for that. And there's also um, part of being human and being here in this world, which is something we don't like to admit. And it's one of the reasons why people come for readings. We as humans are terrified of the unknown. We don't want the unknown. We don't know. And we don't like the anticipation because it is terrifying. Okay? And so I understand that. I am not getting a clear answer from them as to if and when she is going to pass from this or not. Um, my concern is that I had seen her in spirit 2 weeks ago when I was doing a reading for you. However, that's outside of time and space, so that's not necessarily a telltale sign. Okay. Um, is this Kawizi? Just let me know in the comments, yes or no. Um, is this breast cancer that your mom has? And she's having treatments? Yeah. Let me know just yes or no. Is this breast cancer or ovarian cancer that your mom has? Just yes or no in the comments, please, Kawizi. Um, Now, just because she's lost her hair doesn't mean she's gonna pass. Okay, if she's going through treatments, I see. What they were showing me was um, her going through treatment. So if she's already going through that, okay, that's what they were showing me. So that's validating for that. Um, scroll down here and see. Um, it looks to me like so yes, breast cancer. That's what I asked. That's what I got. Breast cancer. Okay. So does that mean no breast cancer and it's a mass, or does it mean yes, it's breast cancer? Sorry, it's hard to tell in the messages, guys. Um, what what I'm seeing right now is I'm just being shown her going through a process and coming out okay on the other side, but with residual effects from the treatments. That's what I'm being shown right now. Okay. This does not mean that it won't come back or she's not going to pass from it later. But right now, what they're showing me, and it's more her angels showing me than her spirit god, than your dad and your grandma, but they would show me the same thing. Um, but breast cancer, it's a man. Okay, that's what I got. That's what they showed me was breast cancer. That's why I asked if it was breast cancer. Then when you didn't answer, I said ovarian cancer because I knew it was something related to a feminine cancer. Okay. So it looks to me like, hey, Sassy, love your name. Got you started, Anuj. What I see right now, what they're showing me right now, Kawizi, is her going through this process. Her hair will grow back, okay? And her having some residual side effects from the treatments. And I see it looking initially like the treatments work, okay? Um, this does not mean that that would totally be the end all of the situation. It could end up coming back. But for right now, in this round of things, what they're showing me is her going through treatments and coming out of it with just side effects with most people have from the treatments. Okay, Kawizi? And hopefully that is validating, considering they showed me that uh, that it was breast cancer. Okay. Hello, kiss. So I hope that helps, Kawizi. Gonna send love to you and your family, your mom. We are going to be having a prayer circle, guys. So if you do join my school, Chris Alba and I, my co-host for It Helped Good, um, for Monday's Live, Enhancing Your World, which we had today. If you guys join the Enhancing Your Live um, YouTube page, we are going to be having a prayer circle, and we'll be having it on our pages, okay? You've been helping her. Yes, Koizi, absolutely. But you can join us for a prayer circle, and I'll be posting when that is, okay? All right. Thank you for letting me read for her and send your love. Um, let's see here. Sorry. Okay, just responding to my husband. All right. All right, guys, I'm going to go up to the next. Kawizi, thank you for being here and letting me read for you, okay? All right, guys. Um, let's see. Kelly Ann, I can't wait to see you tomorrow on our mastermind. I'm excited Natalie's joining us. Okay, Larkin. My good friend is 45 years. 45 years just passed last night. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm so devastated by this loss. I know he is okay. Gary. Oh, oh my goodness. What a fun guy. What a fun guy. Kelly Ann, did Gary at some point, did he like to dress nicely? And thank you, Kelly, for your prayers for Kawizi. I got you started, Sarah Jane. Um, Kelly Ann, did he have Sassy? Got you started too, girl. Did did Gary have like salt and pepper hair, Kelly Ann? And did he at some point have like a beard or a goatee or something? Let me know, Kelly Ann, in the comments, please. Yes or no to the hairstyle? Yes? Okay. um, guys, I like to validate who it is to make sure I'm getting the right responses from the right souls because sometimes other souls pop in. Wow, I just love his energy, Kelly Ann. I love his intellect. I love how funny he was. I love his laugh. And yeah, he's like he's like I it was time to dip out is what he's saying. It was time to just dip out. In other words, I don't think that this was something people around him expected. And he's actually very joyful to be back on the other side. He's socializing, he's interacting with older family members, looks like parents, other relatives. He's saying there's lots to do. There's lots to do, he's saying. So he is going to try to come to you in a dream. Kellyanne, big surprise. You're like dream master queen. And also, if you sit down and journal to him and write to him, but he's also kind of going to come through to you in signs. And he says he's going to try to make you laugh. He says there's a very nice high energy dynamic between the two of you, and that's how he's going to be coming through with signs, Kellyanne. Okay? He's showing himself to me right now. You're welcome, Sassy. He's coming through to me right now, actually dressed very nicely. He's got like a pair of nice black dress pants on and a belt. No tie right now, but like a nice white long sleeve button down shirt. He looks really spiffy, and he's really pleased with his life. He's pleased with himself, and he says there was things to do, lots to do. I was needed over here, lots to do. So he always made you laugh. Okay, well, that's how he's going to come through to you, mostly with signs. I don't mean mostly with signs. I mean Most of the signs he comes through to you with as signs are going to be things that make you laugh. And then you'll think of him. Okay? Or something that you're like, oh my gosh, Gary'd really appreciate this. We would have had a good laugh over this. Okay? I mean, he is just joyful and laughing on the other side. He's very joyful and happy, and he's basically he's giving me this air of this message of saying, combined with all my clairs, so I'm not going to quote this word for word. He's basically saying like, look, like I had to pop out. I had to dip out. I didn't know it, but I did, and there's a lot for me to do over here. So evidently he got the okay. He did what he was supposed to do here, and he's like being spontaneous is sometimes what's needed. Um, but that's cool. But he's going to be good practice for you, Kelly, of someone to keep in touch with. And don't forget dreams. He's going to come to you in dreams as a visitation, and I'm sure the astral plane as well. But a dream, and then also the signs of laughter. Okay. So keep me posted, Kellyanne, and we can talk about this more tomorrow as well. Guys, if you guys want to be a part of my mastermind, you can join my school for $47 a month. You guys can join our mindset and intuition mastermind, where you can ask questions about all these things and learn to improve your intuition and your ability to manifest. So Kellyanne is one of my clients there. So I'm just letting her know tomorrow's our Awakening Your Intuition Mastermind. We can go more in depth in this and in practicing, so you can better connect with him more clearly on your own, Kelly. We'll work on that some tomorrow. That'll be a good lesson for everybody, okay? Let's see. I did not see buffaloes, Kellyanne. He was always dressed nice. Yes, I can see that. He took great pride in himself there. Let's see. What else did you say? Hold on a second. I did not see buffaloes, but I didn't look that deeply into seeing buffaloes. I was more into what he was telling me. And then I looked towards talking to you about it tomorrow. Let's see here. So tell him he can now roam with the buffaloes. And you understand why he left. Okay. So you can tell him, Kellyanne, remember? You can tell him. You guys do not need me to tell your loved ones, your angels, your spirit guides, or your spirit team members anything at all. You don't need any medium for that. Okay? They can hear and sense and feel and see you. They know what you're thinking. But coming our direction is the challenge. It's challenging for them to communicate, and it's challenging for us to receive. Okay? But Kellyanne, anything you tell him, he knows. Before you even say it, he can feel you thinking it. Okay? So, thank you for letting me read for you. That was cool. And we can pick more up on that tomorrow. That was very cool. Let's see here. Let me scroll down and see if there's anything else I missed here. Larkin. LOL. Let's see. You're welcome, Kellyanne. That's what I'm doing, little kiss. If you just are specific, I've got you starred. And guys, Sarah Jane, I've got you starred. Guys, if I don't get to you today, I'm back Wednesday. If you get on my school, I've got a calendar there. You can see when. Veronica also has amazing readers on here. And then hopefully I'll make it to Furball Friday this week. I had to go to the barn this week, and so I was not able to do Furball Friday. But I will get in my lives, guys, and I will respond to you. If you've not gotten to respond to me yet before I get to you as a reading somewhere, just know I have a lot of platforms to respond to people on. And they might not all be platforms that you are on. So you might not see me responding to people, but I am responding to people, okay? Okay, let's see here. Michelle Graham, are you still there, please? I see you, Carrie Smith. I got you starred, okay? You're getting close up on the list here. Guys, I always star where Spirit wants me to go, and then I go in the order they want me to, okay? Okay, so I'm going to say this to you, Michelle. I'm going to say this first, and then I'm going to answer your question. And I'm not saying this to be shitty. I'm saying this because it's true. Okay. You said, I'm having a lot of bad luck lately. Why is this happening? I'm becoming very beat down. Okay. So, way back a couple of years ago, you did a few sessions with me and then you dropped off the map. If you do not want to coach or work with me, that is fine. But the number one reason most people drop off of following through with transforming a mindset is their own mindset resistance. Their ego tells them things are not working, it's not a good match for them, things are not working out right, and they drop out of a program or a process or an online course. They stop doing it. Okay? What we started, Michelle, you and I, 3 years ago, is what you will have to eventually pick back up with, whether it is with me, whether it is on your own, whether it is somewhere else. Because, first of all, we create our own luck. Okay. And I love you dearly, Michelle. And I've done some amazing readings for you. I love the energy that you bring through and the people that I've gotten to read for you. And I just adore you as a person. So I'm just being blatantly honest with you. Okay. The mindset work that we started 3 years ago is something you will eventually have to pick up on with me or someone else or on your own. Okay. And it is hard to do on your own. Trust me, I did it. It's very hard. Um, we create our own luck through that 95% of our mind we are unaware of. And your spirit teams, guys, your angels, your spirit guides, your loved ones, they're always trying to point out the signs and messages. I may not be saying what you want to hear, Michelle. I don't have a quick fix for you because there are no quick fixes. When we have bad luck, we either have something we have to learn that we have not learned yet, and we are repeating the same energies because we are in alignment with that bad luck. Number two, we are around people that drag us down, that are a lower vibrational frequency, whether friends, colleagues, family, or a relationship, that will eventually merge into our energy and it will give us bad luck. Number two. Or number three, we need to change our mindset and raise our standards to create a new future. Okay? So when you are having bad luck, you are out of alignment. The way you get in alignment as a human being is you learn to become more aware of your mindset and the habits and repetitions that get you there. Everything is habits and repetitions. Your angels and spirit guides know this. This is why when I do psychic readings for you guys and your angels and spirit guides come through, they always tell me a call to action to give to you. Okay? So take it or leave it. But this is my advice to you. I would get back in to the self-awareness and mindset work that you were working on 3 years ago, only it would be very different now. Doesn't have to be with me, okay? But you need to create awareness and you need to learn how to use your mind as a tool because that is how you have to turn your luck around, okay? Your frequency is lower than what your natural essence is, which is why you are creating bad luck. Okay? And you can turn that around, but you need to know how to use your mind as a tool. And it's not something I can just tell you right now, although I wish I did know how to do that quickly. It takes practice. Changing your standards, changing your expectations, changing your habits of thinking, feeling, talking, and acting. But because we create our life based on the 95% of your mind you're not aware of, Michelle, you have to bring that into awareness. My recommendation and the very least expensive way to do that would be to join my dual mastermind, which is 90 minutes on Tuesday and Thursday. It is group coaching. You can ask questions, talk about your problems. We have a curriculum. I help you guys create awareness and learn to manifest so you step into your power. You don't have to do that. You can get on YouTube and you can listen to all sorts of free videos on mindset and all that sort of stuff. You have to filter out what's crap and what's not. what's real and what's not, what's authentic and what's not, who knows what they're talking about and who doesn't. And there's no accountability, but you can do that. Okay, Michelle? You can turn this around, but I want to remind you of this, Michelle. Your spirit team is saying, please remind her of this. Because you have taken on the burden for a long time of having other people in your energy field whose vibrational frequency is way beneath you, whose standards is way beneath you, you are going to have, it's going to take you a little time to revise your energy so that their residual energy and the residual energy of their influence is out of your frequency. Okay? Hi, I'm on a live. Can I help you? You sure? Okay. So what I would do is understand it's going to be a process, and I would start like not giving too much attention, Michelle, to what you see as negative, bad luck. Don't give that attention, okay? This is your number one thing to do. When you start feeling as though you're attracting bad luck, I want you to completely turn it around. I want you to use gratitude. It's one of the strongest panaceas for this. I want you to use gratitude, and I want you to immediately dive in to being grateful, even if it's for your bad luck even. Dive right into the gratitude, because gratitude is the most powerful energy. It opens up pathways. It burns out negativity and negative energy. It destroys bad luck. But here's the catch, Michelle. Here's the catch. You have to do it. You just have to keep doing it. That has to be your focus. You can't just do it a day or 3 days or a week and be like, this isn't working. You have to say, okay, wow, I just got a flat tire. That's really shitty. That's bad luck. But I am so grateful that it was a flat tire and someone didn't hit me. I am so grateful it was a flat tire instead of my car rolling. I was so grateful that my daughter was not in the car. I'm so grateful that my spirit team was here to protect me. You understand? Okay, this is powerful. And I've been coaching this for 15 years and it works. Okay? So I want you to start there. If you can join what would be a more than $10,000 program for $47 a month for 2 90-minute sessions of help and support weekly, that's probably the cheapest you're ever going to find, then go for it. If not, start listening to Dr. Joe Dispenza and other things on live, but begin taking actions immediately that help to transform your situation. Okay? I'm so proud of you. Let's see. Hold on 1 second. I've got to help my dad, guys. Hold on, please. All right, Michelle, I hope that helps. It will take a little bit of time, Michelle, for things to turn around, but things will turn around for you. But consistency is key, okay? Consistency is key. All right. Let's see. Margot, I got you started. I see you talking about a funny story. I got you started. All right. All right, guys. Let's see here. Dee, can you be specific, please, Dee? Spirit wants me to be specific so I can get through more people, okay? About your life. Okay. Got it. All right. You are having car problems, Michelle? Well, that was the example Spirit had me share with you, so there you go. Okay. I love that. Thank you for letting us know that. That's too funny. Okay. Jenny Berlin, great to see you. You're welcome, Michelle. I love you, girl. All right, so let's see here. Let's go back up here. Guys, I'm trying to get to as many of you as I can. All right. See who I have starred next. think I have, let's see, Unstar Sweet Maria. I think she's gone already. And Carrie, I think you were next. Let me go down here. Let's see here. All right. Sorry, guys, my household is so noisy tonight. All right. Hold on, I'm scrolling. There's lots of comments on here. You guys might be on a platform where I only see one or two comments, but like for me, I have multiple platforms coming in, so there's actually a lot of people on here for me. Okay. I'm just scrolling down till I get to my next starred one. I believe was you, Carrie. Let's see here. I thought it was Carrie. Let's see here. I got you starred too, Tracy. I'm pretty sure Carrie was next. I'm looking to see where Carrie's is. Oh, HNB Store. Oh. I did not see your comment. Hi, Michelle Davidson. I didn't see you either. Okay. What will help a confusing state of mind is stillness and getting still and clear. Get in touch with Eckhart Tolle. Read The Power of Now. Read Stillness Speaks. You need stillness, not more thinking. You cannot put a fire out with fire, guys. You have to use water to put out a fire. So, confusion is a state of mind. It is not consciousness. So you have to still the mind so the confusion settles down like a tornado. Stay still in the center, and then you will get clarity, okay? All right. Let's see here. Oh, Carrie, darn it. I know you were next, and I can't see you. Okay. Well, I'm looking for yours. We'll get there. Okay. Let's see here. Sorry this takes me so much time to scroll, guys. But as you can see, I find people I didn't see before. Okay. All right, well, I'm just going to scroll on down here. And I see you, Tracy. I'll see all you guys. Let's see. Maybe Carrie's helped me down here. Yep, she did. She did help me. Hi, Carrie. Carrie, can you put your question back in their comments, please? I don't know what happened to it. Find out what happened to your comment. Thank you, Carrie. I'm sorry. It was up there. I just saw it and I scrolled back up and I swear this thing has a mind of its own. So yeah, Carrie, if you can just put your comment in, your question in the comments again, since I'm obviously having trouble finding it, that would be awesome. Let's see here. Okay. I see your comment, Kawezi. I see that. It shows you how important your music is. All right, Carrie, did you rewrite your comment, dear? Yes. Carrie, I need you to rewrite your question in the comments, please. Because I can't find it to save my life. Help, help. I don't know where it went. I have you starred and darn it all, I can't find it at all. I see Sarah Jane's, I see Tracy's, they're all on the list. I see Sassy. And I just don't see, I don't see yours, Carrie. Okay, well, there we go. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Sorry about that. Her little brother. Thank you, Sarah Jane. I know, but I like to be specific because sometimes if I don't have the exact wording again, I make up something. So I want to make sure I've got it correct. And I like to post it up here for everybody so you guys can follow along. Okay. Your little brother passed away unexpectedly in June. I just want to know that he's okay and didn't suffer. Okay. All right, let's tune in. Let's see if he comes in as clearly as Gary. let's see here. Well, first of all, Carrie, he's the high vibration, the excitement, the energy, the gratitude, the love, just so much gratitude for showing up for him and asking about him, knowing that you've wanted to, is energy coming from him that's shining through right now. I'm seeing something about pockets. Um, he's showing me pockets. Um, the feeling and the message, I'm using multiple clairs right now, that's coming through, Carrie, right now um, is of course I'm okay. Of course I'm okay. All is well. Everything is okay. There's this message in so many different forms wanting to tell you everything is fine. It's as it should be. Everything is okay. You don't need to worry about him. And this is true. I can vouch for this, guys. Guys, when somebody passes away, we have been taught, mostly by Christianity, but by a lot of religions in the past, to worry about the one who passed. Let me remind you, we are on the other side before we are born into this world. We are more at home on the other side when we pass away and before we're born than we are in this lifetime. So your loved ones are back home. They are in their eternal state where they have been for eternity. They are always at home on the other side, okay? Do I want to paint over everything and say that everything is roses and unicorns all the time, that no one has challenges and that their souls don't want to learn and grow on the other side? No, that's not what I'm saying. But I can tell you and promise you that everything and everyone is okay. Okay? That is their normal state. So he is okay, absolutely. He is, I'm getting a no. I'm getting a no. He did not suffer. Let me also throw in a side note, though, for you, Carrie, and for everyone else who is wondering about their animals or their human loved ones, okay? Our true selves aren't suffering. Even for those loved ones whose bodies went through suffering before they passed, let's say they went through discomfort, or they went through like some sort of, hold on, I gotta help my cat here. They went through some sort of suffering, or they went through a long chronic illness or something like that. Even for those ones, guys, they're not suffering. Okay? They're not suffering. So please know that they're okay on the other side. So he is okay. Hold on, Carrie. Let me see. I'm helping my cat here. Let me. Let me see what else here. Okay, sorry, guys. Hi, Tangelo. Everybody needs help, guys. I got so many critters here. The human side of him, Carrie, the soul part, of course, is fine, right? Is totally fine and not regretful because he understands the bigger picture. The human side of him, he's showing me, like, if he were here and he was sitting down with you as a person, which I believe he has tried to do in dreams and will continue trying to get through to you personally to do, wants to say he's so sorry. He's sorry because he understands the pain, and especially losing him now, like long before it would seem time, if there is such a good time, okay? But his soul knows and understands why and what happened, okay? Um, let me see if he can take me through any of what happened or what he was experiencing, feeling. Okay. Um, Hi Tia, I've got you started, honey. Good to see you. Great to see you. Okay. Sorry, my dad's hard of hearing, so if you hear yelling in the other room, that's my dad trying to talk on the phone. Um, so there are some things, Carrie, if it doesn't make sense to you here, I want you to go back and I want you to look things up, or your spirit has me here and now. So if there's anything that doesn't make sense to you, just be patient with it, because sometimes, like a couple weeks ago, this lady was like, no, 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 that doesn't make sense. And then while we were on the reading, she found out things that were totally validating what was coming through. Okay. So sometimes it'll be momentary. Sometimes it will be days, weeks, months, or even years, before you get the validation. Okay. Actually, my client Tia, who's just joined us tonight, I had a fun reading with her a few years ago about a clock, and she was looking for a clock, and it was really neat. We had to wait a few months to find out if what came through to me was correct. But I'll never forget you messaging me, Tia, and like, guess where I found the clock, and it's what had come through in the reading. So anyway, just keep that in mind. He is showing me pockets, Carrie. He's still showing me pockets. He's sticking his hand in like dress pockets. So I don't know if there's something you're supposed to look through in his dress pockets, if there's something you guys found in his dress pockets. He's showing me dress pockets. He's also showing me his wallet. I don't know how that was significant, but he's showing me something about his wallet that is significant as well. Um, let's see here. Seeing what else. Let's see. A year later, yeah, isn't that great? And the key to wind it. That's so cool, Tia. Let's see, he's showing me that. He's telling you, Carrie, not to worry about him. And okay, so Carrie, okay, so he's turning his attention right now to you. And the things that you are struggling with currently, right now. Are you having indecision when it comes to something in regards to a relationship or relationships in your life? And guys, don't forget, if you like this, if you find this is serving you, please make sure you like or love the broadcast so people can find Veronica's pages and they can find my pages, okay? And get help. He's showing me concern for you. Let's see. He's concerned for you, and he's telling me that you're going to make all the right decisions. Now, by right, don't worry about, things are, it's not so much about making right or wrong decisions, it's about making the right decisions for you, right? And that's really important. He's kind of jumping back and forth. He keeps going into the pockets too. He keeps talking about the pockets in the wallet, the pockets in the wallet. I don't know what the pocket thing was about. So I don't know if he found something in his pockets, but they're like men's dress pants. He's showing me putting his hands in dressy pants. I don't know why. And he's like showing me like this span of time, and I don't know if this was already or if this is what you are going to go through. I'm not getting a time frame on it, but I'm showing this span of time with you having like this challenging time, having like decisions to make about things, and sort of feeling confusion and kind of unsure of exactly what to do. And he's saying, trust yourself, trust yourself. You're going to make the right decisions. My dog's going to bark because my husband's pulling in. But he's just also showing me, and don't forget, guys, when you do these things, good, go, Billy. When you guys are taking what I'm reading and you are validating it, the evidence that I'm giving, please make sure, because I don't look at the comments until I'm done giving out bits of like sections of this information. Please um, put yes or no on what it's for, right? So yes or no pants, yes or no something about the wallet, or yes or no about relationships. But he's showing me people, and he's showing me something about a relationship or people and relationships. And I'm asking him a side conversation. Does it have something to do with people you work with, people maybe you can't trust, or does this have to do with personal relationships? And he's showing me um, people closer than people than you work with. So close relationships. So I would say it would either be a really close friends or family, or an intimate relationship. He's just showing me that you either are or are going to have to make some tough decisions about that. He's showing me probably about like a few week to a couple month worth of like struggle time with that. But he wants you to know that whatever decision you make for yourself is the right one. He's like, you need to put yourself first and you will make the right decision. Don't doubt the decision you need to make. Okay? He's basically saying, don't doubt. Don't doubt yourself. Do what you need to do and let other people have their consequences, okay? That's what he's showing me. All right, I'm going to go over here and see if any of this makes sense to you. Hopefully Tom will get inside soon and they will stop barking. All right. Carrie. They identified him by the ID in his wallet. Okay. I wonder if that wallet had been in his pocket at some point. Okay, because he kept showing me his wallet. Interesting. All right, that's good. Not in a relationship, but cut ties with family. Okay, all right. Well, that's validation then. Those things are evidence that I would not know that he is watching you and sees you and knows what's going on with you. Know that that means he saw you cut ties with family and he understands that that was a difficult decision. Okay, that was a hard decision for you. You trust yourself. Good. Yes. And that's what he wants you to do. Carrie, that's what he wants you to do. That's good. You are having to make decisions. Okay. So that's more validation than to the evidence that he sees that you're working through that. Okay. And that he has faith in you. Okay. That he has faith in your decisions and that you can trust them. People in the family. Okay. So guys, these are parts of the readings that you had to cut ties, yeah. Good. That's good. But he's encouraging and supporting that, okay? He's being like, yeah, you can trust yourself. So know that your connection to him, Carrie, is going to be even stronger now that we've had this reading, okay? And know that he's going to continue to believe in you and have faith in you, and that he sees that. If you need reminders ever, come back and listen to this, because he pointed out things and evidence that I would not have known, and that's validation that he's there. He's there with you, okay? Hi, Brenda Lucas. That's evidence that he's there with you, okay? Your connection will be stronger now. You can ask him things and get a yes or no and a feeling, and just know that he is supporting you, okay? He will be there supporting you, and just know that he is safe and comfortable and joyful and happy on the other side, okay? Carrie, thank you for letting me read for you. And keep me posted, as you get better and better at connecting with him. Keep me posted on cool things and interactions you have with him. Guys, your relationships do not end when your loved ones cross over or when you cross over. They just merely transform, okay? All right, am I doing better today? Getting through things a little faster? Not sure. All right, we'll get to you, Tia, okay? Okay, let's see. All right, hold on one second, guys. I gotta grab something from my dad. All right, what do you need me to reach? My dad is diabetic. I had to get his test thing for him. He couldn't find it. Okay, so sorry. Okay, let's see here. All right, Kelly, it was so fun reading for you. Let's look in. Sarah Jane, are you still there? Sarah Jane, let me know if you are still there, please. We can talk to your grandma. Let's see here. Whee! Don't forget, guys, if you like this and you find it valuable and you like it, or love it or whatever, it helps more people who might need this to find it. Okay? You'll keep me posted. Thank you, Carrie. You're welcome. And guys, if you like what I do and you like how we combine the intuition and the mindset and the manifesting, and you want to be able to chat with people like this in a group where you can learn and grow and get better at all this stuff, you can join my school. The first 200 people are free. It tells you when I'm online. You guys can ask questions. You can message each other. You can message me. You can see all the free and low cost and high ticket events. Everything will be on there, okay? All right. Sarah, just let me know you're still here. Let's see here. I just like to make sure you guys are actually on before I read for you. Yes, you're here. Perfect. Let's see. Yes, perfect. All right. All right, let's tune into your grandmother and see here. Oh my gosh. Definitely one of your guardians, Sarah Jane. Definitely one of your guardians. Okay, so I'm going to share, again, you just need to say yes or no on what it is, because sometimes the first initial things I'll look at the comments to get yes or no to make sure we're on track. After that, the more I get, the more comes in, so I tend to not look at the comments then. So you'll need to make sure you put after yes and no what it's for so that I know. That way I can make sure this stuff is making sense for you, okay? You thought so, yeah. So, so the first thing I'm being shown, I don't know why, often I'm shown beaches and nice warm weather and everything like this, Sarah Jane, but actually, I'm being, and none of this may make sense of it, but eventually it will. We'll come full circle, okay? Eventually it'll make sense. I'm being shown cold weather. It looks like two figures. I'm not sure if it's you and your grandmother wrapped up in like warm clothes. It's flashing back and forth between warm clothes and like a really warm, snuggly house and a really comfy like winter coat, all bundled up. She's showing me herself all bundled up. Let's see. She's showing me, she's bringing to my attention cooking and baking in a warm kitchen and like delicious smelling food. I'm like just salivating, smelling it. It's very warm and very inviting. And then I see this grandmotherly figure moving forward, arms open for you, embracing you. And looks like this isn't the first time this has happened. She's been doing this since her passing with you, being there energetic, giving you love and support. She's showing me a very strong-willed, determined mind. And I'm not sure if this is representing you, Sarah Jane, or if this is representing her. but I get this strong, like the words that come through is like, you know, someone that has a mind of their own very strongly. Showing me this. Um, Sarah Jane, another thing for you to validate yes and no. Um, she's showing me a burial service. So was she buried and not cremated and had like a regular traditional service? Just yes or no, please. So I can see if this is her service she's showing me, or if there's someone else's that she remembers that she's trying to show me. Let's see. I'm seeing a very, I'm seeing, I'm seeing or hearing, it's sort of both, a keyboard. I believe it's either a piano or an organ being played. Piano or organ music being played. I'm also seeing someone singing. And hearing someone sing. Looks like it's an older tune, like an older melody. Just as I'm doing this, just say yes or no in the comments, please, and make sure I know what it's for, so I can see what's making sense to you. And then let's see. I'm seeing a daughter figure, Sarah Jane. So is this was either your mom's mother or she had a daughter? Let me know. I'm going to look over in the comments and make sure some of this makes sense to you. Let's see here. You thought so? Okay. I need to know what you're referring to so I know if any of this makes sense. So please say yes and no to the things that are coming through as evidence so we can make sure we've got the right soul, the right person, that this is for you. Sounds a lot like your grandma, Tracy. We just want to make sure, guys, because when someone comes forward, there's always lots of souls there. Okay. Your mom's mother. Okay, so that's the daughter she's referring to. She let's see, you were born and then she died. Okay, it's your mom's mother. Okay, so this is why I would be hearing old music and old melodies. Okay, 1914. So that's would be older music and melodies. Here. Okay. So that makes sense. It also makes sense that I'm seeing that I saw figures bundled up, and especially a woman that looked like it would be your grandmother's figure. It looks like she's actually wearing a fur coat. Yeah, so I mean, I believe she's definitely a guardian of yours. In spirit, sure. I'm very specific about how I label it, but absolutely. She's definitely going to remain there for you. But she does make reference to a daughter. So, your mother. Okay. She does make reference to that. So that is all evidence on her behalf. You can also look. I would look through Sarah Jane, some photographs and things like that. Jackie, do you need to go out? Come on. Come on, I'll take you out. Come on. I would also look and see if, like, there's any photographs or pictures of anything of her. Maybe if and when she had, like, a fur coat or something like that. Because I'm being shown her all bundled up. And in the wintertime. And it looks as though mean, it all looks very old to me, so I can see now by the dates you gave me that that makes sense, okay? Um, yeah, she's definitely staying with you and visits you intermittently in dreams and things like that. So um, I would go back and I'd look through pictures and photographs. I would see if you can find validation for her being like that, like dressed like that, if I were you. And see if you can find, because a lot of times that validation comes from photographs and things that we have later, okay? Hold on one moment, please, everyone. Sorry, guys. Everybody wants something while I'm on my live. Okay. They can go out and just make sure the gate's closed. And my dad needs a chair set up. He obviously wants to go out. Okay. Sorry, guys. I can't help it. Okay. Um, let's see if there's anything else she wants you to know. No, I have one picture. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. You had a couple fur coats. Okay. Oh my gosh. You only had one picture of her. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Well, she's showing me herself in a fur coat. Okay. Um, she's showing me herself in a fur coat. And if she was only 33 when she died, that's probably why she was showing me your mom, that she had a daughter. Um, it's a lot, it's a lot different when you pass, um, when you have a child, right, than when they're grown. Oh, the picture's in my living room. Oh, man. Oh, Sarah Jane, so precious. And I love that you were named after her. So, guys, please know and understand that no matter when someone dies, no matter how old you were, you're named after her and you look like her. Oh my gosh. Such an honor. Um, it doesn't matter even how long they've been passed. If they're there and they want to keep an eye on you and they're looking after you and over you, they're going to be doing that regardless. Okay? It doesn't matter. They're outside of time and space. So, Sarah Jane, you are so much closer to her than you probably even realize, right? Um, because our souls are close and your souls were close and connected before. So this means a lot. Like, to me, this has such tremendous meaning that after all this time and when she passed, and your relationship to and with her prior to that passing, the fact that you feel such that strong connection, even having not grown up with her there physically, is so powerful. And it just says to me how strong your bond and connection actually is. Okay. Yeah, that's just amazing. And yeah, you're saying you're 75. I mean, yeah, because the thing is that you've even felt that all this time. That is tremendous. And what that says to me is that you are intuitively picking up on her presence in your life and that relationship has been strongly ongoing. Okay, and kudos to you for remaining open to that and allowing that into your life. I'm sure you can tell what a significant difference that actually makes. So cool. All right, I'm gonna send you off with her, and please, you'll have even a clearer way to communicate with her now that we've had this reading. So you are very intuitive, I can tell. And it'll be even stronger because when you get a reading like this, it even helps open up more channels for you to pick up on. So it should be even stronger now. You should have some more experiences if you want to have those, okay? Thank you for letting me read for you. Such an honor, guys. Such an honor. All right. It is truly an honor for me to read for you guys. I love connecting to these beautiful souls. All right, let's see here. Tia. Let's see. I've got a couple more people I want to get to tonight. Tia, let me know if you're still there. Hi, Larkin. I just found out my sister has liver cancer. Okay, and um, I'm so sorry to hear that. Unfortunately, we knew that could be a possible detriment, right? Given her lifestyle. It's looking like the prognosis is not good. She is in MD and I am in Michigan. Okay. I'm not sure how I can make it work to help her. Can you see in my guides? My guides can help me figure it out. Okay, so first of all, the answer absolutely resoundingly is yes, they can and are working on your behalf to help you figure it out. Um, what I'm seeing very quickly, what they ran through me was one of the reasons why it might seem as though they are not, or you're not getting clear answers or what seems to be a clear path to you, is just your own limiting beliefs and resistance to it, because there are some difficult choices there that you might not want to make. Um, Choices about, the level of help in which you can offer her that would obviously make some alterations in your current life and living situation that would make things complicated for you. They're asking me, Tia, to have you look and consider. Um, you're welcome, Sarah. Mwah. Sarah Jane. Um, there are some choices that you could make but either aren't aware of or would make it very difficult. They're asking me to have you look at and consider options that you haven't even considered yet. Some of these might incorporate asking her to make some adjustments or things that perhaps she hadn't um, considered either. They are showing me there are paths, several paths, but they're difficult simply because this would require some major lifestyle adjustments temporarily on your part. Let's see. Yeah, she stopped drinking a little over a year ago, but drank. Yeah, yeah, and that's what it is. I mean, that's what they're saying is, unfortunately, this happens to a lot of people where by the time they're able to make the break, the damage is already done, which is what it looks like is happening here. Um, but one of the things that your guides are suggesting is that because you are the one working that has a full life you are responsible for. And it looks to me like she really doesn't have anyone dependent on her there. That although it may not be something she wants to do, that you're both going to have to make some tough choices. And your guides are showing me that one of the alternatives they've been trying to give you is, and this was the first one that came into my mind, was would you both be willing to have her come stay with or near you? That would be a lot easier because you have a lot more to juggle. And although that might make her feel, like things are even more difficult, they're showing me that's a choice you guys are going to have to make. Are you willing to have her in your space? Is she willing to leave her space to have your care and spend time with you? That's what they are showing me. And so let's see here. Yes, I was thinking of her coming to Michigan. Yeah, that's what they were showing me. And that's what they were showing me as a better alternative to you trying to cut that space by going there or going back and forth. Um, Yeah, absolutely. No, your spirit guides are saying that just they don't see that working. They don't see that working, Tia. Yes, you have been. Yes, absolutely. That was the first thing that came through to me. And guys, this is something cool for all of you to know, for all of you can learn from this. If you are inquiring about these things and you're trying to figure things out and you are having a conversation like with your coach, for example, or a reader or a really close friend or family member, and you both come up with the same outcome, the same solution, the same idea, chances are you guys are being fed that by your intuition, the voice of your soul, and your spirit teams. That should be validation for you. Okay? So Tia, I see that as huge validation for you that that's a go and that's what they've been working with you on. So I'm super proud of you, Tia, for picking up on that because that's what came through to me too. So I hope that's validation for you this evening and I hope that that helps. Okay? High energy in my household, evidently. All right, you're welcome, Tia. Thank you. Mwah. Keep me posted. Keep me posted, my friend. I'm sending you love, okay? You got this, Tia. All right. Okay. Oh, my Lord. My house is big. You'd think I'd have some peace somewhere, but no. All right, Tia. Thank you. All right. Let's see here, guys. Thank you guys so much. See if we can get through a couple more here. And Tracy. Oh, maybe we did bring your grandma through. Well, let's see, Tracy. I'm going up here, Tracy. Let's see if you're still there. We got Sarah Jane. Yeah, guys, sometimes the energies coming through do get mixed up. Sometimes I get things from other people that are nearby because it's all vibrational frequency. This is one of the reasons we ask for validation with evidential readings, right? So that we can make sure you got to have the right people with the right souls, right? You want to match them up. Hold on, Billy. I'll let you back in, honey. Just a minute. Oh, you got in yourself. Okay. Well, you know why I had to close the door, Billy? Because you were being too loud. All right. I'm looking up here for you. Hi, Wesley. My dogs are all coming in. Okay. Let's see. Oh, little kiss wanted to hear from grandpa. Okay. Well, hold on. Let me see if Tracy, you are there. Okay. I was going back to your other one where you were talking about sounding like your grandma. She played the organ. Okay. Boy, this sounds a lot like my grandmother. Okay. So, Tracy B, did the kitchen and the cooking and all that sound like your grandmother as well? Because that might have been in reference to her as well. We'll see just how mixed up these two, how connected those two energies were in the readings. Let's see, let me know. No, not the date. Not the date. Just the organ. And did the cooking and the baking and the cozy home with the delicious smelling food, was that in relation to your grandma as well, Tracy? So I wonder how many energies were actually coming through there. So guys, when I'm doing these readings, there's always like endless souls. But the ones that I need come through. Okay. The ones that we need come through. But the one I was describing that seemed like they were dressing for the cold and bundled all up, and then um showing me that connected to coming into a warm cozy house that she was creating with a lot of cooking and delicious food and baking and things like that. I believe that energy was meant to in just be a self description, but also trigger memories. Okay. And obviously it did if it did with you. Bundling up and cooking, yes. She loved baking, okay. Yes. Okay. All right. So it sounds like she was trying to come through and it got your attention because you started commenting to me, and now here we are. So that is something that does happen, guys. I'll, it sounds to me, Tracy, like your grandma was using the opportunity of Carrie's reading to, to come through and to get your attention, is what it sounds like. Okay. And it worked. It got your attention. Okay. It worked. It got your attention. So that's pretty neat. And that in and of itself is validation, because she was calling on you, right? She was getting your attention and getting you to um, pay attention and inquire about her. Let's see. Yeah, so that's cute. Well, here's what I think happened. I think that Tracy's grandmother came through, and your grandmother let her, Sarah Jane, in order to get her attention, so that I would then do a reading for her and connect and have that be validation. Because that's the number one thing they want, guys. First and foremost, they want to validate that it is them and they are there. And other souls will often let others' loved ones pop in or interrupt or insert things because it's all energy. And if the frequency is right for them to share part of their component as well, then they'll do that. It does. It makes a lot of sense. Because you guys have to keep in mind, even though they're out of space and time, when they're inserting themselves in our space and time, in our realm, trying to get through to us so we know they're okay, so we know they're there, it's a lot of work for them. They have to find the right readers, the right time. You have to be receptive. They have to be able to lower their frequency enough to get through. They have to be able to communicate all the right things. Yes, definitely piggybacking. And it works, you know. In this case, they did it very politely and it was perfectly fine. But yeah, it's a real thing. It's definitely a real thing. So that is important. And it definitely got my attention because a lot of times souls come through and they remember or reminisce about warmth, about beaches, about vacations, about things like that. And so it definitely got my attention, being all bundled up and warm and snuggly, and then coming into a warm house. That definitely got my attention. I'm like, ooh, this is something different. Okay. Let's see here. So, Sarah Jane. Oh, that was. Wait, hold on. Switch comments here. Hold on a minute. She loved baking. Okay, wait, hold on. Hi, Jackie. Yeah, and I love the organ part, Tracy. My grandmother played the organ too, so that's really neat. That's really neat that resonated with you. That's very cool. So, guys, you got some good, good validation here. Absolutely. And let's see, Sarah Jane. I'm trying to ask her if there's anything else that she wants to tell you other than just validating that she's there in reference to her. Um, who had, she's showing me, as I'm getting ready to send her off with you, Tracy, she's showing me a box, like it looks like, maybe it's not wooden, but it looks to me like a wooden box of items that belong to her. I don't know if you have that or if someone else has it, but it's a very old wooden box of belongings of your grandmother's. I don't know if it's old, like letters, or if it's like music books or something like that. It looks like it has papers in it. It looks like there are papers in the box. Um, and then I'm also seeing other things she used to make that to me look like either like like fabric or something. So I don't know if it's like, I don't know if it's knit and crochet. Go on out. You're making too much noise, you guys. Thank you. If you're going to be quiet, you can come in, but I need to finish my readings. In or out? Okay, come on in then. I got to close the door. We have too many barkers. I don't know if it's it looks like it's soft, like almost material type stuff. So I'm not sure if it's sewing things, if it's like her old sewing machine for clothing that she used to make, or if it is like a yarn box or a lace, something where she would make like lace. But it looks like something like cloth or fabric that would have either been clothing or afghans or something like that type of thing. And, you know, that would make sense because that would be about the time where people were making their own clothes and they were making afghans and shawls and things like that. But she's showing me this old wooden box, and she's showing me these other things that look like they were like soft, right? They were like fabric oriented. So I don't know, material, thread or yarn, things like that, in reference to her as well. And on a non-evidential note, she's definitely there looking after you, and wants you to see the bright side of life, the bright side of things. She is joyful and delighted when you are happy and delighted and excited and your vibe is high. She's definitely there looking after you. And she's listening very closely when you have your prayers and requests to the universe. She's sharing with me that she listens very closely to that. And she does her best to honor and respect that and to try to help and support you in creating the things that you want in your life. Okay. She believes in you. This is the non-evidential part, guys. This is just the message part. She absolutely believes in you. And she believes you can do whatever you want. You can create whatever you want. Okay. Let's see here. Let's see what you said over here. Oh, you have a little cabinet. Oh my God, how cool. That's so cute. It's fancy. She did knit. Okay, excellent. That's wonderful. You're welcome, Tracy. Thank you for letting me read for you. Wonderful. Guys, just a reminder, it is interesting, yeah. Yeah, the more you interact and speak with God, source, spirit, okay, whatever you choose to title it, doesn't matter. We as human beings are really caught up in labels and names. That's just for our egoic mind. So just keep in mind that the more you honor that connection and you interact and communicate, the more communication you're going to get. Okay? It's practice, like anything else, right? Let's see, guys. For those of you, if you guys like this and you want to learn more about awakening your intuition and being able to trust your intuitive abilities and tell the difference between your intuition and your thoughts, and you want to be able to connect with loved ones, um, then here is my school. It's an absolutely free community for the first 200 people. This is my calendars on there so you know when I'm online. You know about all my free events like the Women's Calm and Easy Coffee discussion that I have to help you out with relationships. Because remember, I do mindset and manifesting coaching and all the psychic and intuitive reading stuff, okay? They're not mutually exclusive, actually. I want to help you guys reclaim your power. Our Meet Your Spirit Guides is this weekend. I only have 2 spots left. If you guys decide you would like to join us, you can email me at larkinsreadings@gmail.com. And you need to say Spirit Guides. Hold on, not CPM, COM. And I would email me Spirit Guides if you would like to participate in that free event. You need to save this email then to your contacts so that when I send you the Zoom and the connection for signing up, it does not go to spam. There's my email, and there's my school link. If you guys are feeling stuck, you are never stuck, and you want to know the next 3 steps that you need to take to get unstuck, then you can email me for a discovery call. Okay, it's absolutely free. Hi, Katie. Hello, welcome. If you did not get a reading today, Veronica has the best readers ever on here. You do not have to wait until Wednesday to get a reading from me. Okay, you guys can always schedule a private reading with someone and get something more in depth. Or you can join me again on Wednesday. Don't forget my schedule is on school. You can like my Psychic Medium page, or please follow my YouTube page, guys, and help me grow that to find out when things are going live. I do have to get off, so thank you all for tuning in. We've been on here 2 hours, but I will see you again on Wednesday. Don't forget, if you are on school, check my school schedule. I have all sorts of other lives and events going on all week long, and I would love to have you join me. And I will see you guys on Wednesday. Thank you for tuning in. I'll see you soon. Bye, everyone. You're welcome.